All right, what is up, guys? Tony here, back again with another video. I did have a little issue with connectivity on my iPhone. My iPhone 10 gives me all kinds of trouble with connectivity when it comes to YouTube live streaming. But hopefully you guys can hear me. Let me double check once again. If you just joined or you're joined again, okay. Okay, so I got the audio working. Sorry, what's up, TJ? Back in the building. Okay, we got TJ Chavaria. Okay, what's going on? Here we have, what is it? I forgot what this is. Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus. Anyways, guys, I'm going to go ahead and show you what I have on here. I may have to flip the camera to show you. Maybe you guys could get a real nice view that way. So let me go ahead and flip the camera, and I'm going to go ahead and show you guys right here my Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus, and hopefully you guys will be able to check it out real cool. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what I do have on here to save battery life. So this is the Pixel 3 launcher that I do have installed. So I don't have the stock launcher anymore. That's like one of the first things that I actually took down, and I went ahead and went with the Pixel 3 launcher. For some reason, battery life just drastically improved. It's actually real nice. So we do have that split button on the bottom. The Google search bar is split. So this Pixel 3 launcher is actually real nice. You can, if you swipe over, you can see that Bixby Home is gone, and I just got the calendar, and I got all my icons basically on one page. So I wanted to show you guys how I have it set up and what I do have installed and what I don't have installed. So you guys can see I don't have Edge enabled. So the swipe in for Edge, I noticed that after a few days, I wasn't really using it. For after about, what is it, like a week and a half, 2 weeks now that I've been with this particular unit, I haven't really been using the Edge feature. So I went ahead and disabled that. As far as Bixby Home, I don't really use that either, so I disabled that. So I disabled Bixby Home. I disabled, what else did I disable? I disabled, let me see what else. I'm gonna go into the settings and show you guys everything that I disabled real quick. So let me go back here and show you guys. So I went ahead, and the first thing that I disabled was I went into settings. So I swiped down into settings, and in here, if you go to connections here at the top, you tap on there, and then you will see I got it in battery saving mode, and then more connections. This right here is a corporate of battery drain. It's called nearby device scanning. If you have that enabled, that is definitely going to drain your battery life. So to make sure you turn that off, and then after you turn that off, make sure you have it. You go to battery saving, and in here you put it in the battery saving, and right there, improve accuracy. You want to disable Wi-Fi scanning. You want to disable Bluetooth scanning. And I think that's all I did. I think that's about all I did. And my battery life, you guys can see, I did do a live stream, so now it's kind of, what's up, Tech for Your Needs? What's up, Lewis? So you guys can see that I'm actually at 59%. But I'm going to show you, I got the black wallpaper going on there. So the black wallpaper, like I said, I just put that on maybe at work. So after I got out of work. So I have 59%, and I'm going to go into the battery life. You guys can see what I got. You guys can see it's been running for 15 hours. I got 59% off the charger this morning at 4 a.m. I'm not going to say I've used it extra hard today, but I did notice that I came home with 80% compared to my 50%, which I'm normally coming home with 50%. So today I actually came home with 80%. So we're going to go into the battery life. You can see how I've been using it. So 15 hours ago, and the screen, I don't have a lot of on-screen time, but 2 hours and 25 minutes, and I still got 59%. So I can almost double that. So it'll be like, I'm sure I'm going to get at least 5 hours if I go extra hard on it. At least 5 hours, close to 6 hours. That's what I've been getting lately. So close to 6 hours. So the battery life is definitely a huge improvement. You can see where everything's been consuming. I do have my always on display. I kept that on, but Other than the edge features, I disabled, and I disabled Bixby. I think Bixby is like the #1 corporate in battery drain. So I've been mostly on mobile all day today. Hi Ryan, how are you doing? Tony, after spending that amount of money for any phone, battery emissions should not be an issue. Unfortunately, there are lots of complaints from users. Yeah, there's a lot of complaints from users. I'm just making this video just because those complaints, I want to try to help people out if they do have this device. I've been getting, the battery life that I've been getting with all the features turned on has been pretty good for my usage. So I have to say that I agree with you, 100%, but I just wanted to make this video out for those who are having issues with the battery life or those that do not like the battery life. Me personally, I think battery life has been good. I can tell you, I can compare the S9 Plus to the Note 8. So the Note 8 battery life is almost identical to what I'm getting now. So to me, coming from the Note 8 to this, there's really been no issue with battery life because I've been used to the Note 8 battery life. I'm getting 5 hours, almost 6 hours of on-screen time with the Note 8, and I'm getting the same with the S9 Plus according to my usage, and that's what all the features turned on. So this video I actually decided to make so I can help people who are having issues. Battery life is a very touchy subject because it has to do with the person's usage, the way you use the phone, what apps you have installed. So it's when it comes to battery life, it's kind of each user is going to experience different battery life depending on how they use their phone. Me personally, the way I use my phone, I'm going to explain a little bit. And at work, I normally work 10-hour shifts, and I'm only allowed to use my phone 10 minutes every hour. You know what I'm saying? So my usage is way different from everybody else. So when I go on break every hour, that's when I pull my phone out and I check my messages, and I'm probably on my phone every hour for probably about maybe 8-9 minutes a day, each hour. I mean, not a day, but each hour. So if I go on break 10 times a day, I'm on my phone 10 times, a little bit more sometimes. It depends on what, like for instance, what job I'm doing. So if I'm running a machine all day, then I can't really be on my phone all day. I could only use my phone on my breaks. So that's why to me the usage on the battery life that I'm getting with the Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus has been good. I can't complain on it, but that's me personally. Now this video is what I wanted to make. I wanted to touch on people that are having issues that don't like the battery life. There's a lot of customizations, a lot of features that you don't even use that you can disable. So my answer to you is, if you don't use Bixby, why have it enabled? Just disable it. Bixby is one of the corporates, main corporates that actually drain the battery life. Let me see, Ryan, let me read some of these comments real quick. So Ryan says, my year-old Huawei Mate 9 still gets 2 days of battery, heavy usage. Yeah, it's a bigger battery, I believe. This one's like 3,500. I'm not even sure how. What's up, Odell? Flick Picks. Let me see, S9 or X? Man, I got both, and I like the S9. I really like the S9. Let me see. Let me flip this camera around. The S9. Let me talk about the S9 while I'm here real quick. I really like the S9 because it's a phone that has all these features that, even though you're not going to really, you may not even use all the features. The phone, I just love the display. The display is one of the things that I'm actually in love with. I like the display, and I like the speakers. The speakers sound real good. The cameras are good. I'm not going to say they're way and above and beyond the S8 or the S8 Plus. I'm saying they're good cameras. They're not going to, if you're coming from the S8, it's not going to be a huge difference. But anyways, that's going to be my battery tips for the Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus. If you're having issues with the battery life and you don't use these features, then this video is for you. Now, if you use all the features that I mentioned, like if you use Bixby Home, Bixby Voice, if you use Wi-Fi always scanning, Bluetooth always scanning, which I don't think people use those things. I don't think you need those on. Personally, that's just my opinion. And if you need scanning for nearby devices on, if you're like sending stuff to other devices constantly, and you have that feature, and you have it turned on, I don't have it. I don't use that feature. I don't even use Edge, the Edge feature. I don't use it. I may have used it the first time I set it up, but after a few days went by, I noticed that I wasn't using it. I forgot it was even there. What I do use is always on display. So always on display, and then the lighting, that notification lights, the lights up the phone, I use that too. But let me repeat what's a Flick Plays. The wireless charging quicker than just plugging in. This does have it does support fast wireless charging, but I think if you plug it in with the USB Type-C, it's faster. The screen is beautiful. Yes, Ryan, it is. The screen really is beautiful. Battery life on the S9 Plus, this is from Odell Stewart. I'm just reading back on the comments. Is not as bad as what people expect of the battery size. I don't know. People are they're really hard on they're saying that the battery life isn't bad. In my usage, this is my second S9 Plus. The first one I had was the unlocked version, and I was having connectivity issues on that one, so I actually returned that one and I got this one. This one's T-Mobile carrier phone. Battery life is actually better on this one, so connectivity with the unlocked version maybe had an issue with the battery life, or maybe it was affecting the battery life. I don't know, but on this T-Mobile version, the battery life's been good, man. I'll show you once again. Where am I at? 59%, and it's been there for a minute since I made this video. And 59%, and the on-screen time, like I said, not a lot of on-screen time, but I'm at 2 hours. I'm at 2 hours and a half or so. Let me find it again. Okay, my battery usage. You can see I'm at 2 hours and a half. So 2 hours and a half on-screen time with 15 hours of standby. I unplugged it at 4 a.m. every morning. I only charge once. I only charge this phone once. So I just did a live stream with it a couple minutes ago, featuring the iPhone 10 Red. So I just did a live stream with that, and that was like maybe a 15-minute live stream. And the battery was up there when I came home. It was at 80%, but I've been on it. So I'm watching YouTube videos and stuff. So the battery, I have no issues with the battery life. I don't know why people are getting bad battery life. It may be with the carriers. It may be the carrier phone. I don't know. For me, 15 hours off the charger, and it's still at 59%. It's still there. Normally, it would stop dropping. It would drop. But ever since I disabled Bixby, that's one of the things that I noticed. Ryan, let me read your comment. At the end of the day, it all depends on the user. If you're a heavy user, I would suggest the S9 Plus is probably not for you. I agree. If you're like a real heavy user and you need super duper battery life, then maybe it's not for you. But for me, I'm saying I wouldn't consider myself a heavy user, because most of the stuff I do on my phone is basically I email, I do a lot of text messages, I do a call. Mostly, I don't notice that I haven't been doing a lot of calls, but the call quality is real good on here. I make maybe like 1 or 2 calls a day, and the rest is probably mostly text messages and emails. And I do, online banking on here. I make, and then what else I do? I do a lot of social media, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Not really Facebook, but I do a lot of Twitter, Instagram, Google Plus on here. And I get Android, what is it called? I have it in here. I just can't find it. I do Android Authority. I go in there all the time, and I'm always reading on there. So I do a lot of reading on here is one of the things. So Let me see what else. Basically, that's all I did to my phone to get pretty good battery life. So the battery life's been real good. And now it actually dropped 1%. So now it's 59%. So it's been zipping real nice. Once again, let me show you guys what I disabled and enabled before I end the video. I'm just going to recap real quick. So basically, I disabled the stock launcher, and I went with the Pixel 3 launcher. If you guys want that launcher, or you guys want me to put it in the description below, comment, and I will. Or other than that, if you don't, you can go to XDA and you can find it there. But they have, and this launcher is pretty nice, man. It has a whole bunch of settings. It's real nice. Normal users should get through a day with no problem. Definitely. Normal user will definitely go through a day and they'll probably wake up the next day with 50%. So this is the launcher. If you guys want me to review this launcher, I will do that too. This is the one I'm using. I got the black wallpaper. So also that, you know, it depends. Wallpaper is also an issue. Like if you got a bright wallpaper as a in the background, that also has an effect on battery. Everything has an effect on battery. The way you use your phone, the wallpaper, the launcher, you know, features that you have on that you don't use. So you got to take into consideration all that stuff. So, anyways, I do have this launcher installed. Samsung needs to dump the Bixby. Ryan, I totally agree. It does a lot. I believe, you know, Bixby, I have used it. I'm not going to say I haven't. I try to get into the flow of using it, and I did use a lot of Bixby voice. You know, you say your catchphrase and it actually unlocks the device, and you can continue to give it 2 or 3 things to do, and it'll do everything. It'll actually open music. If you a particular song you want, it'll go through all the processes. But I think it's not fast. Like I think if you pick up your phone and you do it manually, you're faster than Bixby. That's my thought process on it. If it was actually faster than me picking it up and doing it myself, then I would rock with it. But it seems like it's slower. It's real slow when you ask it to do things like open up music, play this song, open this album, play this song from this particular album. So it actually does the processes step by step, but it seems like it does them slow. Like it seems like I would do it faster. Anyways, but there you guys have it. This is my quick tips, my battery tips for the Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus. I don't have a lot disabled. I just basically disable stuff I don't use. So if you got this video late, replay it, and you'll see in the beginning of the video what I have disabled and what I don't. So that's it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe. Share the video out. If you know someone having trouble with the Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus battery, this will definitely boost the battery life. I'm out.